welcome back to Caroline's Closet. It is time for another What Sold This Weekend. I have six items going out so far today for Saturday, so I'll get right into it. Not a whole lot, but I do have two big ticket speaker systems on auction that both have relatively high bids that will end tomorrow, so they will be shown off on Monday. Monday is a holiday, so it won't actually ship until Tuesday, but I'll still stick with my Saturday through Monday sales. Anyway, these fun wind chime earrings, love them, almost kept them. Sold after 2 weeks of listing, $8.67 plus shipping. This top I just listed yesterday on eBay and Poshmark, and it sold on both eBay and Poshmark overnight while I slept. The Poshmark buyer was first, and I try to be good and give it to the one that went first. Sometimes I do cheat and give it to the eBay buyer because it dings me more on eBay to cancel a sale, but I haven't had to cancel one in a really long time, and so I gave it to, and the Poshmark ended up giving me like $2 more than the eBay sale. So I canceled the eBay one this time. Poshmark buyer was first, so she got it. But anyway, it is a Andre by Unit, size 3X. And the front doesn't look that great, but the back has this fun velour embroidered unique pattern all the way down. And yeah, I had it for $9.67 on eBay, had it for $14 on Poshmark, assuming I would maybe take a $10 offer or send out a $12 offer with the shipping discount. But they bought it for the full $14 asking price on Poshmark. So there's that. And then there's this Aldo purse bag, brand new. Tags attached, $45 retail price. That I bought from shopgoodwill.com for like $7.99, but the only reason I bought it was because I was buying other stuff that I had already won from that location, and that location's only like 2 hours away from me, so shipping is relatively cheap anyway. So normally I will look through their listings that are ending soon and see if there's anything I can make some money on. I wouldn't have bought just that plus shipping and tried to resell it for a profit, but because the shipping was next to nothing since it was combined with a bunch of other stuff, my cost was $8. It sold for $28 on Poshmark plus shipping. That was the full asking price. I would have gone down to probably $20 plus shipping, or I think I've sent some like $22 offers on it. So I made money, made more money than I expected, but the only reason I snagged it was because it was getting combined with other stuff that I wanted. So these are Vintage Boy Jeans, Midnight Oil color, size 25. Can't really see my writing on there, but these have been listed since October of 2018. So 2 years. Finally sold my size 25 Vince jeans. The whole bin of the 2018 jeans, I mean, there's probably still 15 to 20 pairs of, I guess they're not all jeans, but pants that I listed in 2018 that are still in that bin. And it seems like once a month, one of them sells. So I keep thinking I need to just pull them all out and send them into swap.com, let them sell them, and I might eventually do that as I liquidate more of my clothing. But for now, they sold. They sold for $14, and that one I did send an offer on, so they got the shipping discount. Those three were all on Poshmark. This has been the week for Poshmark. Yesterday I shipped 4 items out on Poshmark, and I think 3 the day before. And there were 2 days this week where I didn't ship anything on eBay, and I only shipped on Poshmark. So it was a good week for Poshmark, which needed a good week. So these were one of my eBay sales. from my main eBay account. They are Polo Ralph Lauren shoes, sold for $16 plus shipping. I sent the offer on that. The wind chime earrings were also an eBay sale. And then my only Mercari sale going out today is these Ray-Ban sunglasses. These came from a ThredUp fun box. They sold for $57 with free shipping, so I get about $46 back in my pocket from these. The fun box cost me 30 bucks after shipping and everything. So this alone paid for that box plus a little extra. And I think this box actually had a couple good things in it, so not the only money I'll be making from that fun box, which I have not been able to get my hands on another fun box in a few weeks. So they are becoming as elusive as the jewelry boxes now on ThredUp, and it's kind of a game to see if I can actually snag one of these days. But that's everything I have going out on this beautiful Saturday. It's my mommy's birthday today, so we're going out to celebrate. Outdoor music, outdoor dining. It's a beautiful 80-degree day, thank goodness, because last weekend it was like 55 degrees as the high, and I don't think we would have been sitting outside for long. So yeah, that's my fun for the afternoon, and I will be back momentarily with Monday sales. Okay guys, it is Monday. It's been an exciting weekend. So first up, news number one, I hit my 10-pound weight loss this weekend, which is the equivalent, I believe the app said, of 1 human head plus a rack of baby back ribs. So I have lost that much in weight, or the equivalent of 2 chihuahuas if you prefer to look at it that way. But I am 10 days behind schedule to hit my 30-pound goal by January 31st. So I have to kick it into high gear for these final 20 pounds in the next 3.5 months. But I'm happy. I hit the 10-pound mark. I'm good. And then Saturday, here's the real excitement for the weekend. Right after I left here, I dropped some stuff off at the post office, headed home, pulled in my driveway. I saw on my phone while I was driving that there was motion on my Ring camera, and I figured any day that I ever leave a little early, there's always a delivery, and it happened to be a Saturday, and I was upset. I'm like, I don't want to drive all the way back over there and pick up a delivery. I don't want it sitting on my front porch all weekend. But I looked at the Ring camera, and there was a little blue beat-up car that I did not recognize that pulled into the drive of my eBay house and pulled past the house into the garage. The garage has been sitting wide open for a while because the door was broken. It wouldn't stay closed, and my husband's been putting it off, coming to fix it. And I had told him, I was like, I want the door to shut because I feel like it's drawing too much attention to the house, and I've been on high alert since the last time somebody was wandering the property. So just last week, he'd finally bought the part to fix it. He was going to come this week and fix it. But anyway, there's this blue car, pulls into the drive, and it had happened like 15 minutes before I noticed it, or before I looked at the video. But the car had never pulled back out of the driveway. And so I'm like, they're sitting there doing something, but none of the interior sensors went off. There was no motion in the house. None of the doors had been opened. Nothing that would indicate somebody had come into the house, and I couldn't figure out why a car would pull into the garage, and there was no more motion in the front of the house. He hadn't come walking out or anything. So I called the non-emergency police department number, and I asked them, I was like, can somebody go look and see? So they sent a detective over, and apparently the guy had just been sitting. It was probably 25 minutes after he had pulled into the garage by the time the detective came. He had just been sitting in his car in my garage, and as soon as the cop car pulled into the drive, he got out and ran and fought the cop and got arrested. And there, by this time, we were watching at home on my phone on the Ring live feed. There were 6 cop cars out front and a fire truck. The fire department's like a block away, so they come to everything. And yeah, so he had stolen the car, and I guess he assumed this place was abandoned or just saw the open garage and saw an opportunity to hide and figure out his next move or whatever the case might be. And then decided to run and fight the cop, and yeah, but he had never come into the house, and thankfully my husband will be coming and fixing my garage door now so that it closes and locks. It's a big empty open space, and I feel like I could definitely put it to use for something, but at the same time it's not weather tight in any means. I couldn't put anything in there that could be damaged by weather, and there are definite signs of animal activity up in the rafters. Anytime I've ever walked back in there, I hear scuttling out of the roof portion of the garage. So I haven't used it. It's just been sitting open, empty space, but now it's going to be closed, empty space for once my husband comes and fixes it. But that's another exciting thing with a Ring device. And obviously this neighborhood isn't necessarily quite as safe as I thought when I moved in, but I do know all the immediate neighbors, and they're all nice. And it's not like it's a bad neighborhood, but it is kind of known for, not necessarily this neighborhood, but the area of town, I guess, is kind of known for some meth activity, and so just another reason for me to be on high alert. And that's my intruder excitement for the weekend. Hopefully the last time I can use the word intruder on this channel, because it's getting a little old, but it was fun anyway. And then Saturday was my mother's birthday, so we sat outside. It was a beautiful weather day. Sat out and listened to some music and drank some wine and hung out together, so there we go. Anyway, this is what sold this weekend. I actually have a decent amount of sales and a couple good sales. This is just Color Brand. It's a Kohl's tag, $24 retail, listed over 2 years, but I had 8 of them. I think I'm down to 2 now. Sold for $8 on Poshmark. I sent an offer, so that has discounted shipping. This is a Chico's watch, hinge watch. I replaced the battery. It works wonderfully. Sold for a full asking price of $18 on Poshmark. This is a vintage Ralph Lauren. It is men's floral half button down shirt. Sold for $15 on Poshmark. I think they sent me an offer. Pretty sure they sent the offer on that one, but I could be wrong. And then this one, also listed over 2 years, also had multiples of them, is a World of Warcraft Garona costume. Sold for $15, and I sent the offer on that one. Size medium. I still have one available in a size large. I have been pushing the Halloween costumes like crazy, especially on Poshmark. I've been trying to share them frequently throughout the day. So I think I have like 9 costumes left, or 9 Halloween related items, so that they're always at the top of my closet, and I've been sharing them more than others, and I've been dropping the prices. I just want to get rid of them. I don't think I want to deal in costumes or Christmas stuff. I don't mind so much, because people will even stock up on Christmas stuff throughout the summer, but Halloween stuff, I always feel like that October comes and I have to push, and then the last week of October, and I'm like, I'm not gonna sell for another year at least, so it gets old. But so those are my Poshmark sales. I'll get them packed up and then pull out the other stuff to show off. Also want to show this off, this abalone inlaid sterling silver pendant on a sterling silver long chain necklace. This sold a week or so ago, and they just returned it, and I accept returns for any reason, so not a big deal that they returned it. But they did put that it wasn't as described, and they said that there were 2 rings on it that were not sterling, and that they only wanted it if the entire thing was sterling. So the pendant is sterling, the chain is sterling, but this little jump ring that's holding the tiny little ring that's holding the pendant to the chain is not sterling. I didn't make note of that in the listing. And then the other one, they said by the clasp, but the rings by the clasp are sterling. I did test them. The clasp itself is magnetic because it has the spring inside, so I'm thinking that's why they assumed it wasn't sterling. But I can't get over that. I've never had somebody return a sterling silver item that is in fact sterling silver because there's a jump ring on it that's not. And no, I didn't note in the listing that this jump ring was not sterling silver. I honestly hadn't taken the effort of testing that tiny ring. I had tested the chain, I had tested the pendant. I knew that the clasp had a spring in it and would be magnetic, assuming anybody else would know that. But yep, teeny tiny little ring holding the pendant onto the chain. Not sterling, so they returned it. Oh well, I'll relist it. Somebody else will love it. But that was a first for me. I found it very odd, and I'm like, well, maybe it was just buyer's remorse and they were trying to find some reason to claim it wasn't as described. But they don't even have to do that because I take free returns for no reason. Within 30 days, just say you want to return it. I'll take it back. Oh well. I think that was the last of my open returns, at least right now. I had a string of them where I think I've had like 5 returns in the last 3 weeks. And this was the last. I don't think I have any more open, so that's good at least. But yeah, I'll get these packed up and show off some more stuff. Okay, so now my 5 items that sold on my main eBay account. Nothing sold for me since Saturday on Mercari or Rubylane. It has now been 14 days since my last Rubylane sale. So I'm starting to think once again that it might not be worth holding on to. But I'll give it a little while longer. It's kind of expensive to not have consistent sales on there. And I have been listing on there. So anyway, this scarf, 100% silk, made in France. It is Jean d'Esprez. I have its box. I bought this for a nickel. I had a garage sale 3 summers ago with a bunch of other scarves. They had them all for a nickel. I probably may have paid up to $1 for them, but if they had been more than $1, I would have just passed on them. But I bought, I think, like 12 different scarves, all for a nickel. This was the nicest of them. It was 3 summers ago, but then it ended up in a pile, and I didn't officially list it until 2 years ago. And I listed it high. I looked up this Jean d'Esprez brand, and it's a perfume manufacturer company, and everything was super expensive, but I couldn't find any silk scarves. So I had this listed for about a year at $120, I think. And it got a little bit of interest, but obviously no one bought it. And then for the last like 8 months or so, it's been down to $60 with free shipping, and it's gotten a lot more interest, but still no takers. So finally last weekend, I said I'm gonna just auction it off and get rid of it. I started the auction at $19.99 with free shipping, and it went for $23. So it got a couple bids, $23. I paid a nickel for it. Yes, it's been listed for 2 years. I was aiming high, what can I say? But 23 bucks out of my nickel, I'm happy with that. Another old listing gone. And then we have, this is a Nike, brand new with tags, tank top. Listed for over a year. I listed this one in July of last summer, but it is a men's size extra small, and extra small even in men's stuff sits longer. I have one more of these that's a men's size small that was listed at the same time, is still listed for sale. This one I sent a $15 offer out with free shipping, and they accepted. This I just listed, however, on Saturday before I left, and it sold Saturday night. It is a White House Black Market leather, super soft blue leather jacket, and I listed it for $79.99, I think. I accepted a $60 offer on that with free shipping. And that was actually given to me by my aunt, so a freebie. $60 freebies I really like. This is Forever 21. Don't really need to show you that tag. I'm sure you've seen it many times. It is just a burnt orange, dark orange color, size large, bodycon dress. This one has also been listed for a while. This one I listed in 2018, so this one's been listed for 2 years also, and auctioned off for $5.99 plus shipping. Got rid of another old one. And then this I just listed 2 weeks ago. It is Elliot Luca, a nice burgundy heavy leather bag. I sent a $25 offer plus shipping on that, and they accepted. So not too bad for my big eBay account. My expensive stuff is coming up next for the smaller eBay account. So the best sales of the weekend are yet to come. Okay, last batch, and I just listed my van on eBay auction. I have never sold a car on eBay before. I've had it on Car Gurus for the last like 16 days. It just ended its 14-day featured period. So instead of paying another 20 bucks to feature it for another 2 weeks and not get any interest on there, thought I'd see how an eBay auction does with it. Started it at $2,000, hoping to sell it for $3,000, but if it went for $2,000, I'd be happy. I just want to get rid of it before my next insurance round comes up. So next week I will let you know if I'm getting any interest on my auctioned off minivan on eBay and see how that goes for me. Kind of intrigued by the process. I could have sold it to a dealership for a couple $100 and let them sell it for $3,000. Or I can try to get the $3,000 myself. So anyway, these are my sales from my smaller eBay account. And then there's one other $200 sale that hasn't paid yet. So I don't have it out. But this is just a Minnie Mouse Disney Parks hoodie, baby size, 24 months, sold for $6 plus shipping. I sent the offer out on that one. This is a bundle of 12 Christmas-themed brooches, auctioned off starting at $9.99, sold for $18.50 plus shipping. This is my weekly jewelry box. This one was £9 and it sold for $17.49 plus shipping. Didn't have one that went up yesterday for next week, so there won't be a mass box going out next weekend, but I do have 2 other Christmas lots and then 1 large lot of like 100 lapel pins that I put up yesterday. So this is Skagen, S-K-A-G-E-N, new with tags, $25, just a silicone rubber bracelet. This one I sent a $10 offer out on plus shipping. These 2 things went to the same person. This one is a Vera Bradley bag clip, and that one was $4. And then this is a Kellogg's Christmas ornament, $6. Combined shipping on those 2. And then the only other thing going out is a speaker. It's kind of large, heavy, $138.50. Auctioned it off starting at $69.99. Is this subwoofer Rocket 8. The other items that sold, and I have one more of these. I didn't put them together because it would have been a nightmare to try to ship them, and I don't think they would have been under 50 pounds together, so I would have had to do 2 separate boxes anyway. So I did one ending yesterday, which is this one, and then the other one I listed yesterday, and it will end next Sunday. The other set is the smaller Rocket 8 speakers, 2 of them they went for like $212 plus shipping. That buyer hasn't paid yet. And And that one, I think I started at $99.99. So it did get a lot of views. If they don't pay, got a lot of bids, I'm sure it will go just as high again the next time around. But hopefully people that buy the high-end electronics and the expensive stuff like that normally pay. So I'm just waiting on that. But this is the last of everything I am shipping out today. Been kind of scatterbrained. It's a Monday and it's a holiday Monday, so I didn't have to rush through getting my packages in the mail because they're not actually going out until tomorrow. But that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thumbs up if you liked this video. Please come back for more. Subscribe if you haven't already. I am getting slightly closer to that 600 subscribers mark, and I will do another big jewelry YouTube sale once I hit 600 subscribers. So something to look forward to. It just hasn't made its way there yet. So soon, I hope. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Bye. Have a great week.